Well, we start out this week talking about a major injury that happened. Provo lost at Orem, but in the first quarter of that game, Chris Collinsworth went down with an eye injury. Now, Neil, I got to ask you about the impact that this might have on Provo. What's this going to do for the Bulldogs?
I think if he's out for, he's not out for the season, I don't believe. And this might be a blessing in disguise. I mean, you may look at me like I'm crazy, but this team needs other guys right now to step up and find a role, figure out what they're doing. They need more offense from more than just Chris Collinsworth. So
yeah, that took a genius to figure that out because they've been struggling even with Collinsworth.
Yes, I know. But what I'm saying is that with 5 of 6 teams getting in the playoffs, maybe this is a good thing.
Well, I talked to Coach Greg Drury earlier this morning, and he actually said that the original prognosis that they got, that he would be out, maybe he was done for the season, that his eye might be injured, that was a little bit premature. He's not that injured. He might have a little bit of tearing in the eye. Part of the problem was the concussion, and the other eye, the off eye, tried to compensate for what happened to the other eye, and so he had some focus problems on that side. But overall, Coach Drury told me that Chris might be back tomorrow. That's how good this is. He said it's a 50-50 chance for tomorrow and a 50-50 chance for the game on Friday. So this is good news for Bulldog fans, and I think the other good news you mentioned is in that Orem game, after the original shock of losing Collinsworth wore off, they gave up a 5-point lead and were down 10 points before they were able to really, I think, get over that. But the rest of the game, they played right with Orem. The game was, very closely contested. They just were never able to make up the deficit. That's the problem with this Provo team is that there's frustration, I think, on a lot of people's parts because you got to have, everyone, the tendency is to stand around and watch him play, and you've got to have other guys do a lot of things. And they did that.
That's a good sign.
That is a good sign. I agree.